Okay, just pass turn, please. Thank you. I'm gonna play that. I wish it was one of those lands. I don't care about that now. And I'm gonna -11 immediately. Because now I'm gonna play a bunch of free stuff like Krang, Boogie, Nexus of Becoming, Thrumming Hivepool, actually both Nexuses, Hedron Archive, more than one Henchbot, Chrome Dome, sure, yep, why not? I'm gonna go with all of those. Just because, and I'm obviously starting with Ugin. Where is it? Ugin, okay. So I'll take one of the deep cavern bats first. Now I'll go with, I will gain life because I'm still scared about what might happen. I think I'm gonna go with Nexus of Becoming now, taking out the other deep cavern bat. Like, our opponent should probably see what's about to happen, because I have another Ugin, I can just replay it after all of this. So the Irencrag, I'll take out that one. Let us Hedron Archive, taking out the case. This costs 3 life, I'm on 4. Let me think. I don't think it matters though. I honestly don't think it matters. Our opponent is completely tapped out. So I'll go to 1. I'll just Thrumming Hivepool, Nexus of Becoming again. That. I will play literally everything I have. Henchbots. Henchbots again. The UFO. Our opponent is letting this happen and I love him for it, so sure. Now let's go with Krang. Decline, let's Ugin again. Good game. Auto pay. I'll keep the new Ugin, gain 3 life. I cannot thanks for some reason, and I will go with Thunderhope. And let us pass turn. This was ridiculous. I'm gonna go with that just to, decline again. And I'm gonna go with another Thunderhope and just go crazy with the attacks. This was this was crazy. Look at how crazy this is, man. Our opponent had 40 life. We were literally on 1 life, and this was insane. Insane. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another standard deck tech, and as you can see by the name, Colorless Swayze. Swayze is obviously the content creator. I saw this, not this specific version, but a different one. You can argue a better one. That's why I enjoyed it. I will leave the link for his video in the first comment, most likely. Go check it out, definitely. I really enjoy his content, one of my favorite content creators. But, I see an artifact deck, I at least have to try it. I'm trying to put the names here now when I find a deck that I want to try, even if I make changes, which I 99% of the time have to do. So shout out to Swayze for the deck, and as you can see, it's completely colorless. Now, what do you want to do? Very simple. You're gonna want to ramp up as much as you can with cards like UFO that you can play on turn 2, and then after turn 3 you can tap it to put a land card onto the battlefield from your hand. The Irencrag, Hedron Archive, and Ring of the Lucii, I have no idea how you call it, but I think that's it. In the meantime, until you get enough mana to go to the big boys, let's discuss the little boys. You have Scrap Compactor that will be very helpful in the first couple of turns to deal with pesky situations like the Cub Moles, the Ouroboros. If you have enough mana, you can play it, sacrifice it, deals 3 damage to target creature, or flat out destroy something. And you also have Henchbots, so after an attack you can play an Henchbot, and it will basically exile it while Henchbots is on the battlefield, so pretty decent. Soul Guide Lantern to deal with graveyards, can't really complain about this one. I would probably add one more, but it shows up fairly regularly, so I wouldn't worry that much. Plus, don't remember playing a lot against graveyard decks, gotta be honest with this deck, so maybe it's not something you really need to worry about. Then I only have 1 Chrome Dome and 1 Technodrome. I don't know if I have a lot more of these. Let me just check. I guess I have more copies now, but maybe when I did the deck I didn't. So Technodrome, you can sacrifice artifacts to draw cards. That's pretty good. Maybe it's a good option to get another one, because in the final thoughts, if you guys get there, this is one thing I kind of complain about, it's lack of card draw sometimes. And Chrome Dome gives +1/+0 to other artifact creatures you control, which you don't have a lot, but you'll see. And then if you pay 5, you can create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control. The token gains haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So you can do a lot of crazy stuff with these two. You can play around, maybe remove 1 Irencrag and 1 UFO, or maybe 1 Scrap Compactor and add 1 more of each of these. You can play around with this and see how this deck works best for you. Now comes the big boys. Obviously, you have Ugin, which is the main thing I feel you want to ramp up to, because this becomes a board wipe or a standard removal, whatever you want to call it, for pretty much everything after it hits the battlefield, because you're only playing colorless spells. So if you have a Ugin and you play immediately one or two of these cheaper spells, you're going to be removing 2 or 3 things off the bat with it. But then this also gives you life, card draw, and you can ultimate fairly easily, which is also pretty decent. Nexus of Becoming is for me the second most important card of the deck, because once it hits the battlefield as well, you have Thrumming Hivepool to create a lot of issues for our opponents, Threefold Thunderhulk to create a lot of issues for our opponents, Krang to create a lot of issues, and the Walls of Busting Sail will not create a lot of issues, but it will make their life much harder. I think this is one of the things I added to the deck. I'm pretty sure Swayze had 3 or 4 Krangs, so I thought, well, since I cannot have that, I will try and get something a little bit similar, and at least I could give Indestructible to other permanents I control. But like I said, great deck, very consistent. Go watch Swayze's video after watching this one. Please watch this one first. Or the other way around, doesn't matter. Swayze definitely deserves the views and the subs and stuff. But really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what other cards I could have added instead of the Walls of Busting Safe, for example. Let me know if you guys try out the deck, and yeah, let's get in some games. Weatherlight Weekly Warrior is our opponent. We are trying something very different than the things you usually see here. I think I will keep, mainly because we are talking about 3 lands that allows us to do something, you know, like Scry or Surveil, and then we have UFO to kind of like try and ramp up. Okay, so he doesn't want... I will Scry first and foremost, because this is like our first turn. Yeah, I'll take another one. We have like our most expensive things are very expensive, so we kind of need mana. I will Surveil now. Henchbots, sure, that might be helpful, and I will try to go with the ramping route. Let's see, our opponent's playing white, which has a lot of artifact destruction, and we gotta win. So I have no idea what happened, but a win's a win. I'll take it. Let's get into another one, I guess. So that first win sucked. But like I said, the win's a win. We'll take all of those we can get. Now, this is a much more interesting hand, even though we don't have mana right now for the Hedron Archive. I will definitely keep, because just like before, we have Scry and Surveil lands that will allow us to try and fish for another land. We can also have Chrome Dome on turn 2, which is pretty decent. Scrap, I will go with the Scrap Compactor. That might be helpful, you know, even if it's later. That might be helpful. So okay, so we now have enough for the Hedron Archive. Unfortunately, it will be literally on turn. That's perfectly fine. I just don't want to lose my Hedron Archive, to be fair. I will Scry again. Irencrag, we will take that for sure. Let's go with the Scrap Compactor now, just so that we feel like we're doing something, you know. I don't know what our opponent has, because we're talking mono white. Okay, so it's probably like tokens. Let's gain 2 life. That's going to be important. Hedron Archive and Irencrag, and we already have enough for a Ugin. We can actually take like the Sim Rip, and if that works, when the Chrome Dome comes back, or is it cast? Okay, it's a cast ability, not enter ability. Okay, forgot about that one. That's fine. Our opponent probably runs a couple of Get Lost, so we will not have a lot of Ugin plays available, but we will take that. So our opponent is creating another one, but not really doing anything else. Kinda sucks. We cannot go with double Hedron Archive, but I'll go with that, and I'll take the Sim Rip still. I know it's a risk, and maybe a stupid risk, but Sim Rip is a great card. First of all, not Steam Rip, Sim Rip. Second of all, Chrome Dome, that's what I meant, is a good card. I'm fine with that so far. And even if our opponent takes out the Chrome Dome again, I am still fine with that. Now I kinda regret, even though I called the Get Lost, I kinda regret not taking out the Caretaker's talent. Especially knowing I would get 3 life. Okay, Hidden Grotto. So we can Hidden Grotto and see what we'll get. Henchbots. So I want Henchbots. I'll take an Henchbot. Why not? Now, I could go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 6, which is exactly enough for a Thrumming Hivepool. But this way we can go with the Thrumming Hivepool and have... Okay, so that's what I'll do. Thrumming Hivepool, and I'm gonna Chrome Dome. I don't mind showing off the Henchbot. It's not like a critical creature. You know what I mean? I will attack. We are on 25 life. I don't think it's gonna be easy for our opponent to actually like kill us next turn. I'm not saying it's going to be impossible, but I don't think it's going to be like super easy. If Thrumming Hivepool survives, okay, so 3, 6, 9. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. If I go with this, I get 6. So I can go with Henchbots, take out one of the tokens. First of all. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the 5 for the Chrome Dome, so I guess I'll just Hedron Archive, and I will not play that Scrap Compactor. I'll go with that. And I will be a little bit more careful because Day of Judgment, yeah. That figures, that's fine. We are creating tokens every turn. You know what? Sure. Plus 8, but why not? Decline, no, I don't want that. Now they're indestructible. Every artifact I have is indestructible except the walls of Bossing Sate. The balls of Bossing Sate. Easy. That's so dumb. He just spent his entire turn, or almost, taking care of that. Okay, so we have card draw. Steam Reap on one of the slivers? No, the Irencrag. That is fine by me, man. Have at it. Have at it. That is super fine by me. Okay, my draws have been goddamn terrible, so I think I'm gonna go with that because we have a lot of mana. And we have even more mana now, so the draws have been terrible. Okay, we're dealing that. That doesn't, it's not, okay, it's not any target. I was kind of hoping for that. I'm gonna play this, even though we have a real risk of getting another Day of Judgment in. But probably I feel with Thrumming Hivepool we're going to be creating 2 slivers. And if there's no Day of Judgment, then what does that do? Create tokens. That's fine. That is fine. We can take one of those out. And we can actually do that right now. Or try to at least. Yeah, we got the win. So that was very, very good. Another win. I think this gets us the rank up. Yeah, so win, rank up. Fantastic. Can't ask for a lot more. Let's get into another one. Wolfpack Pack Leader, our next opponent after that pretty decent win with the rank up to boot. Can't really complain about that one. I like this Sandman. Yeah, I'll go Crystal Grotto into Scrap Compactor, Scrying, then I'll Arid Archway. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's scry. Let's hope we get something good. I'll take another land for sure. And I'm playing the Scrap Compactor right now just because, like, if our opponent plays an Ouroboros, for example, on turn, we will be able to kill it before it manages to do the thing he wants to do. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm going to Fomori Vault and UFO first, because that way next turn I can tap the Crystal Grotto, play the Arid Archway, then tap the UFO and play the Crystal Grotto. You know what I mean? So that one's getting bigger and bigger. We have a blocker here, plus we're still on 20 life. So it's nothing like super crazy. Okay, so Crystal Grotto, Arid Archway. We get the Crystal Grotto back. Now we replay the Grotto. We still have 3 mana available. I don't want another one of those. We still have 3 mana available. I could actually kill that one right now, but I want to save that for something better, I guess. Pretty sure Ice Drill Explorer is something our opponent will have in a deck like this, so hopefully, okay, I was gonna say hopefully nothing like super crazy is coming. Tifa is scary, but so far nothing too worrying, I would say. Famous last words probably, but yeah, I'll go with this and I'll see what's up, because we'll have enough mana for the Scrap Compactor. We will try to use it on Tifa, and we can chump block the Chocobo with the UFO. Okay, Bristly Bill. That's gonna be scary. It's gonna be very scary, because I'm fairly certain our opponent will have, okay, some protection for Tifa. Fairly certain. Okay, so I will jump block, like I said, because that doesn't really make a lot of sense for me. And I don't know if I should take out the Bristly Bill. I think I'm going to try and take out Bristly Bill. I'm going to try and force our opponent to use the protection. Okay. Like, Tifa is scary as hell, but I'm kind of banking on something. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't, right? I was gonna sacrifice a card. Well, that sucked. We can Nexus of Becoming. Yeah, I will. And sure, I'll go with that. I'll take out the Grotto again so we can get to Scry. Let's hope we get something good. I will take that. I will take that. That's a 3/3, which is not a lot, but I will take that. I think I misplayed a little here, or a lot. Yeah, I definitely misplay this, because that's gonna be a 6/7, and that's gonna go to 8 to 4 at least, and we're only on 17. We need a Nugin or something crazy so we can get some blockers, because I'm not gonna block with the Thrumming Hivepool, at least not now. So no blocks. Let me see if we get to do something interesting here. I'm going to do this. Draw another card. Okay, another Thrumming Hivepool. That sucks, man. That really does suck. Okay, so we are going to get that for sure. let me do the math. If I Fomori Vault and discard the Conduit Pilot, I will still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana that I can play the Thrumming Hivepool. Okay, so I'll Fomori Vault. Let's see what we'll get. I'll discard the Pylons. Oof. Damn, man. But I really need to go with that because I cannot play that. I'll have 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I need to Krang. I will now go with that, I guess. That's not really gonna do anything, but let's go with that. And we will just... I don't think we're anywhere near enough for this, but... Oof. Yeah, we're definitely not. We are definitely not. Well, I think I misplayed the hell out of this, but oh, come on, man, you don't need to be that guy. We're gonna go that, we're gonna go that, and we're gonna go that. Just we lost, but yeah, I think I misplayed the hell out of this one. Maybe we should have waited or taken out the Tifa instead of the Bristly Bill. I don't know. Well, I think this is still going into the video. It was a decent showing of the deck either way, so let's get into another one. So that loss, I don't know if it's going into the video or not, but it happened. Let's see what Casual Nick brings us. I like this, man. I cannot say I don't. We're going second, but we get to surveil Arid Archway on turn 2 if we want to, and then UFO or something. So I think I'll keep. We already have Ugin. The Walls of Ba Sing Se might be super important as well, so we'll see what happens here. Let's surveil first. I'll take another Hedron Archive. And as always, Scrap Compactor is coming down, even though it's not really going to do anything. Okay, so our opponent is looking at our cards. They're colorless, not really doing a lot right now. What is this gonna be? Okay. Are you gonna take either the Archive or Ugin, I'm sure. I don't really know what this is. It can be a lot of things. It can be the Bat deck, even though no one really plays with that. It can be, I don't know, some discard deck. It can be demons. It can be a lot of things. So yeah, it took the Hedron Archive. Should I Hidden Grotto, UFO? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, I'll have to take that. I will definitely have to take that one. So maybe this is the misplay of the deck, of the game. Hopefully it's the only one, but we cannot say no to a threefold Thunder Hulk. God damn these names. Okay, it's life gain. Is it like life gain, life drain or something like that? Because that is kind of crazy. Okay, so it's gonna take out the UFO? No. Okay, the compactor. That's interesting. I really thought he was going to take out UFO to kind of like prevent us from ramping, you know. I'll go with that. I'll take the Hidden Grotto. And now I'll put the Grotto there. Another Ugin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say no to an Ugin, man. That would be insane. That would be freaking insane, right? I was gonna say another word, sorry. I'm focused on what our opponent is doing, basically. Okay, so it's going to attack. Nothing really going on there. I'm going to just Hedron Archive. And no attacks. And turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more untapped land. We don't have a lot of tapped lands that I remember, except the Archway. Okay, that will be my first target with Ugin. Because that's just gonna drain the hell out of me, man. It doesn't really matter. I'll go with that. We're gonna get drained for 2 more, right? No, 4 more, yeah, because... Yeah, so that was a crazy ass turn. I don't think if we don't get a land, I'm screwed. Okay, thank you. Thrumming Hivepool. Do I want Thrumming Hivepool? I don't think I do. Not now, at least. So let's go with Ugin. Let's take one of those out. Because I really can't pay. He didn't know the Archway would do that. Would tap for 2. I don't know what our opponent might have, you know, it's taking so long. We'll definitely not kill Ugin next turn, but might kill us. Let's just pass turn. We'll have a blocker at least. So he's gonna gain a lot of life, so he's going to also drain us for a lot of life. Deep Cavern Bat, okay, I don't know what he might take. I would say maybe the other Ugin, but that doesn't really do a lot for us or against us. Maybe threefold Thunder Hulk. God damn, I cannot say that name. Now, what would be nice? A Nexus of Becoming would be actually perfect, to be fair. We could actually next turn do something like draw, gain life, play the other Ugin. So yeah, that makes sense. I think that's smart from our opponent, to be fair. We are still not clear, you know? Essence Channeler, that's crazy. We're getting pinged once more. And we can block 1. And we're gonna get pinged. We're gonna go like to 4 maybe. Or something like that. Pass to attackers. Unfortunately, we do not have any towns. I'll block there. It doesn't really matter. I don't think we die. So let's see. Yeah, 4 exactly. The thing is, our opponent has a bunch of flyers. Another Hedron Archive is not what I wanted, so let me gain 3 life and draw another card. Threefold Thunder Hulk. That will do everything, so I think I need to go with Hedron Archive and then Technodrome so we can deal with 2 of our opponent's creatures. Yeah, so I think that's the play here. So Hedron Archive will take out... Very difficult here. Essence Channeler needs to go. There's no other way around it. And I'll go with Technodrome. And we're still gonna have 3. So I think I'll take out not the Deep Cavern Bats, but the Sheltered by Ghosts. We'll have our Scrap Compactor back. We have 1 blocker, and next turn we can decide what to kill with the Scrap Compactor, right? So I think that is the play for now. We are only on 7 lives, so we need to be very careful with what we decide to do. We'll probably take out the token, the 1/1 token, but again, we need to be very careful. We hopefully will not die this turn, but we'll see. If our opponent gets another Starscape Cleric, we are definitely dead. So he paid 2 life. Oh, he's gonna Restless Fortress most likely as well. No? Amalia? Okay, I don't care about Amalia. I will now sacrifice and deal that. so that we do not get pinged. We have one blocker. 2, 3. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, multiversal passage and something else. If we survive and our opponent does not focus on Ugin, we pretty much win. If we do not survive, then oof, that's gonna be rough. So we'll see. We have one blocker. This steals 3 basically, for 5, 6, I guess, because we can block 1. Our opponent's attacking with only just those. I mean, I'll take it, casual Nick. Please do not attack with a lot more things. I'll definitely take that if that's what you want to do. But our opponent's attacking with 3 things. This will deal 2 just by the attack trigger. And 1 there. God damn it, man. Okay, I need to do the math. So we're on to 5. 5, 2, 3, 4. We go down to 1. Because I want to block that deep cavern bat. I don't mind going down to 1. Loses 2, gains 2. None of this does anything. So let us block there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we survived. I am not sure, because our opponent might have something up his sleeve. Okay. There's not a lot there. Okay, just pass turn, please. Thank you. I'm gonna play that. I wish it was one of those lands. I don't care about that now. And I'm gonna -11 immediately, because now I'm gonna play a bunch of free stuff like Krang, Ugin, Nexus of Becoming, Thrumming Hivepool, actually both Nexuses, Hedron Archive, more than one Henchbot, Chrome Dome, sure, yep, why not? I'm gonna go with all of those. Just because, and I'm obviously starting with Ugin. Where is it? Ugin, okay. So I'll take one of the deep cavern bats first. Now I'll go with, I will gain life because I'm still scared about what might happen. I think I'm gonna go with Nexus of Becoming now, taking out the other deep cavern bat. Like, our opponent should probably see what's about to happen, because I have another Ugin, you know, I can just replay it after all of this. So the Irencrag, I'll take out that one. Let us Hedron Archive, taking out the case. This costs 3 life. I'm on 4. I don't think it matters though. I honestly don't think it matters. Our opponent is completely tapped out. So I'll go to 1. I'll just Thrumming Hivepool, Nexus of Becoming again. That I will play literally everything I have. Henchbots. Henchbots again. The UFO. Our opponent is letting this happen, and I love him for it, so sure. Now let's go with Krang. Decline. Let's Ugin again. Good game. Auto pay. I'll keep the new Ugin. Gain 3 life. I cannot thanks for some reason, and I will go with 3 full Thunder Hulk. And let us pass turn. This was ridiculous. So I'm gonna go with that just to, you know, decline again. And I'm gonna go with another Thunderhawk and just go crazy with the attacks. This was this was crazy. Look at how crazy this is, man. Our opponent had 40 life. We were literally on 1 life, and this was insane. Insane. This is exactly what I like to see. This is exactly what I like to do. So let's get into another one. So we are very close to getting another rank up. Let's see if Mike129, I think that's his name, will be a sweetheart and help us achieve that. Like, this end is super heavy, but we get 2 surveils and a little bit of life. I think I'll take it because once we get to Hedron Archive mana, okay, that's fantastic actually. We are living the good life here. So let's surveil again. I'll take another land. Next turn we can Crystal Grotto into Hedron Archive, hopefully. And that will be... no, I don't want another one of those. So let's go with that. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're already on Ugin type mana. Ugin it is, man. Ugin it is. Ugin on what? Turn 4, turn 5 maybe? I don't even know. Let's draw and gain a little bit of life. So next turn we can do a lot of crazy stuff depending on Ugin surviving or not. It didn't, but still we have Chrome Dome, we can Thrumming Hivepool. I will Ring of Lucii, I don't know. Now I will Chrome Dome. I could have Thrumming Hivepool, but I don't want to do this. We didn't have a land, so let's try and fish for one. If our opponent wants to kill the Chrome Dome, I'll happily let it go. Don't want another land. We have enough mana as is. Do not want that either. So I'm assuming our opponent has like a board wipe or maybe another get lost. That's why he's not really worried. Exemplar of Light, that's fine-ish, I guess. So we have, like I said, more than enough mana for everything. This makes things indestructible, but I do not know exactly what our opponent is playing with. Should I risk this? You know what? I think I should probably be aggressive, no? Let me give a little thinking here. Yeah, screw it, man. I'm gonna be aggressive. Like, it's a goddamn 10-9 and a 2-4, both of them indestructible. I'm gonna block the 2-4 obviously, but still 10-9 is a lot of damage, you know, or 10 is a lot of damage. If our opponent took it, that means one of two things. Either has like 2 Sim Rip on what? Chrome Dome, which is perfectly fine by me. Sheltered by Ghost, I'm going to assume on the Exemplar of Light. No, what's that? Okay. That is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Well, I don't know what our opponent has. I don't want a Fountainport, but that's indestructible. I'm gonna go with 3-fold Thunderhawk. Everything is indestructible. As trample, I'll just attack, create 3 more. And now let's see. Okay, our opponent just gave up, I think. Yeah, so great win once again. Krang is amazing, man. Really love Krang. We're almost ranking up, so let's see what happens next, guys. Cage-free Mouse is our next opponent. Unfortunately, we did not get the rank up. One of those games, you know, we needed to mulligan, and we kind of probably need to mulligan again. Okay, I like this one a lot better. I will take out Ugin. I feel like we're probably gonna find it again. I'll definitely take that one in. We're gonna go with the UFO, which, you know, worst case scenario is a decent-ish blocker if we do not get another land. Or is at least a decent target for a sim rip, you know? And we did not get another land, so I guess this is the type of game we can expect every time we're on a rank up run. 2 games in a row where I had to mulligan, and on one of the games our opponent was way too quick, and in the other one I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. From your hand. Okay. So another sim rip, so I guess our opponent will come with the answer for everything. This doesn't really matter. I won't be able to play anything either way, right? So, because this is gonna be 3, 1, 2, 3. This comes in tap. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. I'll take this one out, and now we will next turn Hidden Grotto and Hedron Archive. Hopefully. Let's see what our opponent does. Absolutely nothing. That is interesting. I will take that one out. We kind of need something better. So that, and let's go with that as well. We either give our opponent another target, which do not really care about, or we have a blocker, which that is good. Okay. Okay, so how much do I want to risk the Ugin here? I will risk the Ugin, actually. We will get a trigger either way, so I'll take out that sim rip, or try to at least, because I didn't go for the creatures because I'm pretty certain our opponent has Shard Mage's Rescues or something along those lines. So let's get a little bit more mana. Let's draw another card, and I will just pass turn. I'm sure our opponent has something, but we will see. A Surveil will be good to see what our opponent does if he decides not to keep. I guess it was a very good card. Let's see. This is a deck where, you know, the plan is pretty straightforward, but at the same time, you kind of need to think about what you're doing. Okay, Sheltered by Ghosts on Ugin, that's fairly obvious. That is fairly obvious. It's not okay, but it is fairly obvious. Another Sheltered by Ghosts, maybe? No, Mirror Room. Target creature to control. Okay. That is kind of crazy. So you went with that one. So we're taking 6. Our opponent is getting 6 back. I'm not gonna block with UFO, not on this turn at least. I don't even know what we would want next turn, to be fair. I will most likely go. Okay. I guess that's what we want. If I do this, I take out Shelter. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'll take out the Sheltered by Ghosts. I'll get the other Ugin back. I'll keep one of them, it doesn't really matter. I'll gain 3 life and draw again. Okay, and now we just need to wait and hope our opponent does not have another Sheltered by Ghosts, which fairly certain none of us really believes that. Okay. I will throw both creatures in front, I don't really care. I do not need them. Okay, so I need Ugin. I really do not need any of these. Because next turn I will be playing more than one. If I do this, I will only have one left. So I'm gonna start with the Irencrag. Take that one out. I will now go to that, get 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So I can actually do this and then Nexus of Becoming, which is actually great. I'll take the Keen Binding. And we got the win. So there we got them go. This was our last game of the video. 2 pretty decent rank ups, a lot of cool clips, a lot of cool stuff shown about this deck. Really enjoyed this. Let's get into the final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts, everyone. So, as you might be aware by now, if you're following the channel for more than, I don't know, 2 days, I love artifacts. I love everything about them. I love the consistency they give decks. I love the fact that you can slide an artifact into any deck basically, and in 99% of the cases you have a good reason to slide it in and it fits usually, and this deck really does not disappoint in my opinion. It is a little different than Swayze's build, like I said in the intro, but that's because, as always, I don't really have the wildcards to build decks exactly as I find them or as I want sometimes. But fantastic deck, man. Krang is really amazing here. It takes a while to get to Krang type mana, but that's why you have Nexus of Becoming. Ugin, Eye of the Storm, people see this and immediately quit. Thrumming Hivepool also gives your opponents a bunch of headaches. Threefold Thunder Hulk, when you Nexus of Becoming the Thunder Hulk, it's a problem, especially if you already have a Krang in the battlefield, but it's super easy to -11 Ugin. We did that, what, twice in this video or something? So you will see a lot of Ugin Eye of the Storm's ultimates, and that's just an insane thing to say in Standard these days. So this deck is actually pretty consistent in my opinion. I don't know if you're gonna get to Mythic with it, but if you play enough, I'm pretty sure you can rank up with it a lot. The Irencrag is pretty helpful. Hedron Archive is one of my favorite cards of the last I don't know how many sets. Ring of the Lucii, never really used it before, pretty good as well. We only have 1 Chrome Dome and 1 Technodrome because, you know, I didn't really have more copies. Soul Guide Lantern, great for card draw. Scrap Compactor, very good to deal with pesky things. Same with the Henchbots, and the Walls of Ba Sing Se is basically just another Krang indestructibility to everyone type effect. Really don't know what to change in this. Sometimes I feel like something closer to a board wipe would be great, but I don't think you have a lot of those cards colorless. If you want to splash a color to get a little bit more interaction, you can. I would advise you to go with either black or white for board wipes if that's the intention, but I really like this deck. Shout out to Swayze for coming up with this. I'm gonna leave his video in the description or in the first comment. Go check it if you haven't. Go subscribe to his channel. I really enjoy his content. And this was the video. I really hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you guys are gonna try out this deck. Let me know what changes you would make. Let me know if you would prefer to splash in some color just for a little bit more consistency and whatever, and if so, which color would you splash in and which card would you choose? If you enjoyed the video, as always, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We're still on the road to the 350 sub goal. Apologies once again for the lack of videos. The last couple of weeks have been hectic around here, so apologies for that, but still, thank you very much for all the views and the interaction overall. Like, no one unsubscribed, which is great, so thank you very much for that. Really hope you enjoyed the video, like I said, and I'll see you on the next one.